Howdy folks. Today I just wanted to go over quickly the Moondrop Kanas Pro IEMs. They're made of metal. Cable is a Lyre pansy cable, which I like. Other people hated it. I don't know why. Maybe they were defective. I use these actively, so I just want a cable that doesn't make noise, transmit the noise into the IEM, and this does a great job of not doing that. Nice and light, so I like it. I kind of want to just bring these up today because they are discontinued. Moondrop came out with a KXXS to replace them. And I haven't heard those, but these guys are incredible IEMs. What I like most about them, I mean, you know, sort of every IEM has good and bad points, and I certainly have more expensive IEMs and ones I like more. But what these do really good is like rock and roll texture of guitars, and that range right in the guitar range is just spectacular on these bad boys. Also, I mean, I'm a bass head, so if I don't get my nice sub-bass response, I tend to not like an IEM, which these have really great sub-bass response. You can, in fact, you can tape over, there's two vents on this, you can tape over one, and I think that maybe bring the bass up. I'm not entirely sure, but I just throw a little EQ on that, and they're fine. Not that picky. But the bass is nice and tight, textured, not bloaty or tubby. So really, I love the bass on these, actually. That was one of the things that drew me in to begin with. But one day I was on Discord, and some fellas were talking about Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. And what it actually is, I believe, is a half-cocked wah. It's a wah pedal for guitar. It's an effect. And so the guitar tone for that, on other IEM, people were comparing their IEM sound on that particular track and that particular tone, and so somebody said maybe Fast and Clean, I can't remember, but anyway, you know, try out the Kanas Pro on that track. Tell me if that isn't the best thing you've ever heard, and sure, why not? So compared to all my IEMs, I have a lot, but my top ones are going to be the Moondrop A8. Kanas Pro, love them. Sony XBA Z5, Blon 03, haha. And let's see, there's one other, 800 ST, Sony EX 800 ST. I think there's another one in there I'm forgetting. But anyway, those are my top ones right now. Compared Money for Nothing, guitar, like half-cocked wah tone on that track. And the Kanas Pro, just have this like 3D. Here's the thing, I play guitar and I know exactly what that half-cocked wah tone sounds like in the room through a guitar amp. These things knock it out of the park. It's just perfect. It's like you're listening to the guitar amp in your ears. So just one of the things I happen to notice these things do super well. Soundstage on them is fantastic. It's super wide. It's probably almost as wide as the 800 ST, which is kind of known for being super wide, one of the wider IEMs. The treble detail is, shall we say, relaxed. It's definitely not going to fry out your ears, which I like. I'm actually kind of treble sensitive. The metal, I actually like the metal, although some people complained about the screens collecting moisture from their sweating in their ears. That doesn't happen to me, so, you know, it is what it is. So I just wanted to mention these. They're fantastic IEMs. Came out at $200. I would easily pay $100 for them, and I think I've seen people selling them for $100, 100-ish bucks. You might say, well, what about the Blon 03s, which many people have said are better than these? And I would say, I've actually thought about that quite a bit. The Blon 03s are a different sound signature for sure. These have way more mids, way. The Harman hump, which is kind of like a, let's see if we can trace it. It's a hump right around, centered around, what the heck is it, 2.5K. That hump on the Blonde goes up and then it goes back down. Whereas on these, it's just a nice round hump, comes down, and then there's another peak after that. So what that means to me is that the mids are way more relaxed on the Blonde, and in fact, if you listen to them, they are. What that ends up doing, though, is it brings up the, like on the blondes, the we'll call it the more atmospheric sounds, but they're basically like things that are panned left and right hard end up kind of being pushed to the forefront a little more compared to the mids, which the Kanas Pro does a fantastic job of showcasing. So the blonde is a little more of a wide kind of focus. These are more center focused, super great mids. I like both. And I mean, really for 30 bucks, why not? At least as far as the blonde goes, why not have both pairs? There's no reason to have just one or the other. These are discontinued. Bummer. People that got them love them, and I believe most of them kept them. So anyway, if you find any on the used market, grab them up. They're excellent. All right, have a good one.